Hello and welcome to Tabletop Cinema. I'm your host, Josh McGinnis. If you're new to the show, here's how it works. We're going to review some clips from some movies, TV shows, whatever we can get our hands on, and we're going to determine what we think the roles and mechanics would be needed on a D&D table in order for the scene to actually play out. Of course, joining me is members from the Dungeon Studios team, and tonight we have 4 members. We're going to start with Dr. Platorius. He's one of our writers here at Dungeon Studios. How you doing tonight, Doc?
Hello, everybody. Coming to you live from The Hobbit. Doing all right. Excited to be here.
Awesome. Thanks, Doc. Next up, Aaron Fire. He's one of our creative writers here. How you doing, Aaron?
Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's ASMR segment. How we doing today?
All right, man. Let's go down to Mr. Shark Dick Uaha, Sean Carroll.
Hello and welcome, everybody.
All right.
There's a good story to that name there.
There is. Yeah, we'll tell you all about it later.
Sure is.
Let's go over to one of our writers here at Dungeon Studios, Merwin. How's it going?
Oh, it's good. I've been worrying more and more as I get older and more broken about how life is going to go. Like, you know, I'm fat, my knees don't work, so I have a negative vertical. When I jump, I get shorter. When I run, I go slower. And, well, when I'm making love, I can put it in, but I can't pull it out. Of course, I'm not worried about that. That's her problem.
All right, Aaron, cue the ba-doom boom, please. All right. Well, tonight, guys, I've brought you here to check out some clips from some movies. I got some good ones lined up for us. One of the first ones that we're going to watch is from the movie Back to the Future Part 2. So, I assume everybody here has seen the Back to the Futures. Anybody could hit me
For
with
once?
No?
No one can go off at me for not watching cinema, because of course I have seen the classics.
Okay. Awesome, guys.
I don't know too much about Back to the Future.
Oh, for fuck's
Really?
sake, Shark Dick, come on.
Come on.
Dude, my dad was all about Star Trek and Lord of the Rings, and
No Back to the
I
Future,
just-
huh?
nah.
Oh, man. All right, well,
Okay, well, I give your dad props for picking some of the classics at least.
you should take the time to watch them. All of them. They're good.
I would have thought you'd know about it. In fact, this movie has a scene with a giant-ass shark. How do you not know about it?
It does?
Well, the
Yeah,
second one
It
does.
does, yeah.
It's probably going to be a great white shark. Everybody loves a great white shark.
Jaws 37, man. Come on.
You know, I did hear that
What's
they're
this?
making a part 4. If I'm not mistaken, I seen a trailer for it.
No, I think they're just going to put it back in the theaters. Because it was exactly Jaws 1. Like, it was just all the first Jaws. You know, because I saw the same thing. After I saw Thor Love and Thunder, which was a terrible movie. Don't watch it. Yeah.
Are you talking about Jaws or Back to the Future?
No, I'm talking about Jaws. I think they're going to put the first Jaws
we're
back
talking
in the
about
movie.
Back to the Future, and I'm telling you that I think they're making a part 4.
I gotta say, though, it would be fucking brilliant if they just put part 1 back in the theaters,
Wait, I thought the same
That'd
thing.
be cool. That'd be cool.
but not tell anyone.
All right, guys.
I once pranked a friend doing a similar thing, but that's a story for another time.
Absolutely. All right, grab your favorite D20. It's initiative time, boys.
Oh, here we go. Time to roll like fucking shit.
Where's he going? Where's he going?
Had to
He's
go
got to
his
get
die.
Mordecai. He's got to get Mordecai, man.
Man.
Mordecai, bro.
All right,
Mordecai.
Aaron, cue the the Jeopardy music. Okay. There we go.
Wait, he did not run out that door to start, did he?
Yeah, man.
Had to go get his Mordecai.
All right. Yeah, we don't have time to explain about the dice now because you took too long going to go get the dice. So everybody, give those dice a roll, and I'll go around the room and we'll see what everybody got. Let's start with Doc. What'd you get?
16.
Doc got a 16. All right. Aaron, what'd you get?
Banana, squash banana. 18. Let's go.
All right. And Shark Dick, what'd you get?
I got a Quattro.
A 4. And
Oh, yeah.
What
As
did,
well
what
as-
did you get, Merwin?
Not fantastic, but it is a 4 as well.
All right, we got a roll-off going.
On the topic of roll-offs, can you guys all stop doing roll-offs? For the love of God, stop tying. It is fucking annoying to edit.
11.
12.
Oh! All right, Merwin wins the roll.
Well, damn, huh?
All right, guys. So, we've got that all squared away, so without further ado, let's go ahead and check this clip out. I love that car. It's so badass.
I love the special effects of the era. You see how breathtakingly fast that car's moving. It's unbelievable. So dynamic.
That's his dad.
No.
No.
His dad.
No, in
He's
a
his
car.
father figure. He's his
No.
father figure, but he's
Oh,
not
that's
his
the
dad.
bad guy. That's the bad guy, right?
That's the bad guy.
Yep.
He's got a porno mag in the back he's got to get out.
Oh, yeah, the hoverboard.
Yeah, like how cool do we all think it was going to be in like 2020 getting the hoverboard?
Right? Man.
Yeah.
And it
We were
has
lied
wheels.
to. Denied.
I mean, it technically exists, it's just shit.
Yeah, no, not in the fashion of that. Look at that thing,
Yeah,
man.
no.
He is hovering. It is legit hover.
Yeah.
It's like Luke Skywalker's sand speeder hovering. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
wheel, none of that garbage.
exactly.
Well, I will say this is still a better chase scene than the fucking swoop bikers from Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, no spoilers.
Well, it's about the same era,
It's not a
1955.
spoiler. Let me do you a favor. Don't watch it. It's that bad. Like, I'm gonna tell you how bad that scene was. I stopped the show to yell at my wife, who's not a Star Wars fan, about how bad that scene was.
But that's any nerd. Any nerd's gonna yell at shit they don't like. About shit they don't like.
It's beyond terrible.
The show's great though.
See right here, I think he's got this magazine. I think it's a sports almanac is what it is.
Right.
No, it's a
about
porno.
to bet and win money. He's going to win a
Yeah,
fortune.
yeah, it tells you all of the scores from the games.
Yeah,
This
from
is
19
future self,
something to
David.
1985.
Oh. God damn it, McFly.
Marvel as they speed away at 1 miles an hour.
Oh shit.
There's like a small loophole I'm thinking. I mean, what if he just, for all they know, he just memorized like some part of the book?
Well, Biff's a dummy,
Yeah,
so
if
that's
you know
not
Biff,
fair.
yeah, you
Oh, okay.
probably wouldn't make that bet.
Flying with a convertible, it just kind of flies through the pages instead of flying away.
You see, now, people these days will, like, diss CGI and shit that's in, like, these big blockbuster movies that still looks relatively good, but they'll go on saying that CGI looks trash. And I realize just how not picky I am, because the CGI in this, to me, looks amazing. And just like, oh yeah, like, this in one day, I'd be accepting of this.
Well, this is all practical effects, and
Yeah.
they have a movie screen shots like that. That background is a movie screen. If you notice the resolution of it changes.
Yeah, the texture.
When you get the shot of him driving, you can see it different. Yeah. But for the time, like, dude, the soundtrack is great. You're super into the action on the whole thing, and it's fucking pretty. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, this movie even
about that, Biff?
However,
this movie even 10 years ago was still a phenomenon.
oh, the movies are great.
Oh shit.
I mean, the movie overall stands up to this day. Like,
I mean, I thought it was kind of bullshit how we just came to a stop, just right there. But yeah, it's a hoverboard.
The physics are what the physics are, man. Come on now. Like, okay, that was a little rough. That was not a very good effect. Motion was tricky back in the day.
He's coming, McFly.
Well, you know what? So this would have been. When the hell did this movie come out? In the 80s,
85,
right?
87, somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere there. Yeah, so I mean, I was like 11 years old, so you're like, oh my god, it's amazing. But the music really does make this stuff.
Oh, I love that soundtrack. That one is
Yeah.
All right, that's a bad fucking original.
Oh,
Oh, he gets the dookie.
Oh, dude, that's the best gag in the whole fucking show. Every
He
movie, every
screams
time.
shit just
It's
before
poop.
him too. I love
It's gonna
that
be
part.
poop. Is it poop?
Manure.
Manure. I hate manure.
I haven't even seen it. I knew it. It was poop.
I think
It's such an
collectively
awesome clip.
everyone's favorite scene.
His face.
It's such an awesome clip, guys. All right, so let's go through our initiative order here. We're gonna start with Aaron.
Yo.
Anything in particular stand out to you, man?
Good little stealth check right at the beginning there when they were dropping down behind the car, and then when he's like sneaking up with the hoverboard. I reckon there's a good few stealth checks going on in there. Sort of flopped it just at the end as he was trying to reach over to the magazine, but you know, probably a dexterity save on the hoverboard a couple of times as well. Just with all of the shit going on in there. I'm not really sure what I'd class McFly as a
Rogue.
actual class type, but I mean, obviously, favorite scene in the entire movie, and I'm sure collectively is a lot of people's favorite scene, that manure part right at the end there, just perfect. The only thing that would have been even better for me personally was if the manure had completely filled down into the pedals and just made him like drive over a cliff and he'd fallen to his death. That would have been great. That would have like completely
Yeah.
perfect for the movie.
Right. Okay.
Your inner
Fuck that
murder
guy.
hobo is showing.
Right?
Murder
Fuck
hobo
that
is
guy.
showing, yeah.
Murder hobo.
Definitely.
Fuck that guy. Yeah, I hate that one.
All right, let's go on over to Doc. Anything stand out for you?
Well, I'll go into the classes since you didn't want to go there. McFly is definitely a bard because he wants to go. He loves playing his guitar. This movie goes into the double time scene where he meets himself, and he's really a performer and tries to impress people a lot, and he's all that kind of inspiring everybody here and there. And then of course Doc. If you're old rules, he's good old magic user or wizard. But then if you want to be technical, he's an artificer because he's building some really cool stuff. And I mean, the hoverboard, it's awesome. And then of course, some of those dex checks, when he uses that hoverboard off the wall or off the curved part of the tunnel, I just love it. Some really critical rolls there that help McFly out to get the BBEG in that scene. And I'll pass it off to the next initiative.
All right, man. Hey, that was a good review there. Let's go on down to Merwin.
Well, this would be from a rule standpoint. This would be a great example of a skills challenge where you lay out. You need to explain to me how you're getting the magazine back. And you got to get 4 successes before you get 3 failures. And then depending on how long you take and what you choose to do, the scene's going to advance. So you get the initial go, you get the initial stealth, and like piloting roll to get the DeLorean behind him without being seen. Then you get the transition over where you're going to use your magic carpet to make your way up and stealthily try to get the book, or where you're going to use a magic carpet, stay low with stealth to get to the car. 2 successes. I'm going to sneak in and grab the book with sleight of hand. First failure. That leads to the kick to the face. Second failure when you try to pry it away from him. And now we're on the knife's edge. It's taken too long. You're 5 checks in. Now we get to the woods. Another success. You need 1 more. You're on success or failure. We hit the tunnel because it took so long. And we come down to the epic showdown at the very end where you got the book, but now he's coming back at you. What are you going to do? Party kicks in. You get the last second save. I think my favorite thing about the scene, though, is just like a D&D game, you come up with some crazy-ass plot, plan, or scheme. The one guy who's got to execute it starts out, and he's like, I don't think it's a good idea, but everybody else behind him goes, you're doing good!
Yeah.
Now go!
Awesome.
And that's all I got. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, so yeah, you guys were both talking about the hoverboard. So you said magic carpet. Could it not be, what is it, the Tensor's flying disc?
Yeah, the floating disc. Yeah,
floating
Tetris
disc.
floating disc.
Well, here, but now let's get rulesy. If it's Tentra's floating disc, it's got to be Doc's, because if it's Marty's, he can't ride on it,
Oh,
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
and it can't ever go in front of him. So it'd have to be Doc's, and then Doc flies over the tunnel, dragging the disc with him, and that's how you get to cheat the DM and keep up with the horses.
Right. Okay.
I like it.
All right. Nice. All right, let's move on to old Shark Dick down there. What do you got? What'd you think about this clip?
So sharks, right? Oh wait, no, never mind. Whatchamacallit? So I think that Marty's class would be like a multi-class of rogue and bard, because because he's traveling all the time with Doc. He's got to do a lot of shady shit where he's got to blend in or like be sneaky, and he is ultimately a performer to the T. But can you have 3 different classes in D&D?
Yeah.
You can have all the classes if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I didn't know if
Multi-class,
there was a rule or not. That's sweet. Yeah, I mean, and then slowly, I'm sure as Marty would get older, he would start taking artificer class. You know what I mean? To learn how Doc's doing what he's doing, you know, and learning the things that he's teaching him. But like during the whole scene, you know, there's a lot of stealth, a lot of decks, right? You know, and I think ultimately how it went down at the table is as soon as they're in the tunnel, and Biff,
Yeah.
what's his
Biff.
name? Biff.
Biff.
Okay, cool. I got it right. So Biff at the other tunnel, he's like, "Your ass is grass. I'm the lawnmower." You know, he's about to charge him down, and Marty's like pedaling. The DM's like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna go out the tunnel." So he's going, and you know, he's getting closer and closer. So the player's like, "Well, fuck, I'm dead. All right. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna keep going forward." And then the DM's like, "Oh, okay. Well, Doc's there. There's your fucking thing. Go ahead, make a check to grab it." And the player's like, "Oh, dude," because you know he thought his dead he was gonna die for sure. Because it seemed like there's no getting out of that. But yeah, I mean that's about it, man. That's
Nice,
about
man.
it.
Good job, dude. Good job. All right, guys. Well, I think that was a pretty good roundup of that clip. Viewers at home, if you guys like these clips and you want to see more or have some suggestions of some stuff that we should put on the show, feel free to put that stuff in the comments. Let us know what you think. Also, we got a giveaway going on right now, and if you want to figure out how you guys can get your piece of the action, check out the description on how to do all that. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with some more clips.
Hello, adventurers. Have you come to get your hands on our giveaway? If so, follow the link in the video description to the Dungeon Studios Discord server. Once there, you have completed the first leg of your journey. Swiftly make your way past the trolls to the treasure vault chat and type in Tabletop Cinema for your chance to win one of 8 Icon of the Realms Boneyard Collection minifigure sets. And that's it. You have completed your quest. Congratulations. So make sure to bring your radiance against these creatures of the undead. And now, back to the show.
Welcome back to Tabletop Cinema. I'm your host, Josh McGinnis. Of course, I'm joined by the members from the Dungeon Studios team. Hey, guys. All right. Welcome back. So, our next clip is going to be from the show Invincible. So, we've had this show on before. It was a really good scene, the last one we watched, so I'm curious to see how good this one is. Personally, I have not seen this clip. So, have any of you guys watched this show to completion?
Yep.
Absolutely, I have.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah. So like, I know a little bit about the comics to it, but not like super into the detail about it, you know. But like, I thought the whole first season of this show was really cool. Found out, you know, it's a comic, originally a comic, and like this was like legit the tip of the tip of the iceberg, man. This show is brutal.
Nice.
The comic's even worse.
All right. Anybody else experience with it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm comics. No, never seen the cartoon. I knew the comic. I'm excited to see it.
Awesome. Aaron?
I know that this particular fight scene lasted almost the entire episode, so I'm curious what bits are in this clip, and if it's the particular scene that I'm thinking of, which all I can say is Subway sandwich shop, meatballs. If it's that bit, then holy shit, we're in for a wild ride.
Well, we're gonna
I think you might be in for a foot long.
Yeah.
5.
All right, guys.
Oh, man.
Go ahead and pull out your favorite D20. We're gonna get our initiative going. All right. Go ahead and give them a roll, and I'll go around the room, and we'll see what everybody got. Doc, we'll start with you. What'd you get?
17.
17 for Doc. Okay. Let's go to Shark Dick. What'd you get?
Shark Dick. Ooh aha. Rolled a 19.
19. Okay. Merwin.
Natural 20.
Oh. And Aaron.
Himney hammer, squash banana. 15.
Nope.
All right. Hey, you guys all rolled very good, though. So that's cool.
What's
My
up
ritual.
with you one-upping me, Merlin? What? Come on. What?
I learned
why?
this awesome
Why?
secret. I roll after everybody, and suddenly my dice gets higher. I don't know how that works. Fucking magic.
Teach me.
It's like on The Price is Right. You go last. You're like, I bet 4, motherfucker, because you all bet 1, 2, and 3. Suck it.
All right, guys. We got our initiative order. Let's go ahead and dive into the clip and check it out. Oh.
That'll
be
get
less-
father.
Right into the fight. Here we go.
Now,
let-
is that his son?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your son.
Their
Okay.
father and son.
Let this be a lesson to all them youngins out there that think they can throw hands with the old man.
So they're exactly the same, essentially, except the son is half Viltrumite, half human, so he's a bit weaker on the scale compared to a typical Viltrumite.
Gotcha.
Omni-Man is full Viltrumite.
And it's an age
Like-
group with them, right?
Yeah, I think at this point he's fucking old. Like he's thousands of years old. I think. So as they age, they get stronger and stronger.
Oh.
And he's like, fucking Mark's like 19, 20, somewhere around there.
18, I think. I don't think
Jets
Uh,
getting
maybe.
involved?
it's more than a year.
Yeah, dude, he's still in high school. He was looking in college.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was looking at colleges. Yeah.
That college episode's fucked too. That's
Yeah, dude. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Wrong to value them over your own kind.
Uh-oh.
So what he's doing is he's like, look, kid, this is where you're from. This is what's gotta go. Now, kid, I could just like you could either join me right now and try to listen to what your purpose here
Man,
is.
the missiles did nothing.
Yeah.
No, like these guys.
prior to this, they fucking nuke him.
Wait a
They drop a nuke. They like drop a tactical nuke on him, and they're like, maybe that'll shut him down for a little bit. And he's fucking just brushes it right off.
The only thing that didn't like even a touch of anything to him was like the death laser that they fucking called down from an orbital station,
Yeah.
and that made him have a nosebleed. That was it.
What Bill was trying to do.
This fight scene it spawns one of the funnier scenes in that. But also, it's a fucking great line where he points to the Jets and he goes, "Look at what they have to do to copy even a fraction of our power."
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so what Viltrumite can do, because they're slowly trying to take over the galaxy, is they send one Viltrumite, just one, to a planet to see how it is, and if they eventually give an option after they reveal themselves to either join the Viltrumite.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so bad. join the Viltrumite,
Fucking
Legion,
rocked him.
or this Viltrumite will destroy your planet.
Oh, okay. We skipped the subway. We skipped the subway part. I can see all the blood on it. It skipped the subway part because it's too violent. Okay. Yep.
Oh,
That's my favorite bit.
Well, for the uninitiated, the part you missed was that as part of this father-son learning experience, he fucking holds Invincible in front of an oncoming subway train and lets his body just slaughter everyone inside of it as the train as they go through the train.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he
It's
holds his
hella
hands out.
violent.
Like,
Hella Yeah.
He's
He's trying to stop it from happening, but his body is just like killing fucking everyone on the subway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that for my first viewing of this. I didn't realize they go through a fucking ship. I love when he's underwater. He's like, no, stop. He's just slow punching him. And he's like, back off. Can't die yet. I'm not done with you.
And back through the cruise ship. People are all screaming on the ship as they come back.
Well, that's bringing a new meaning to cruise.
oh yeah, Josh, listen to this. Listen to this.
Jesus.
Yeah. See, the issue with Mark is that he's inexperienced. That's his, like, he's been a superhero for like, what, a month at this point or some shit?
No, like I said,
So, he's got the durability, but he's just got no martial prowess, no experience
You
fighting.
wanna die for this planet? Fine. What's 17 more years? I can always start again. Make another kid.
This scene is fucking brutal.
see, that's my thing. I get that they heal. How do they get their fucking teeth back? 'Cause they get teeth knocked out constantly in the show.
Oh.
But they always have nice smiles.
Viltra might have 17 pairs of teeth.
Oh. Is he
Kind of
feeling-
like a shark.
No, don't start that shit again. Don't start that shit again.
Oh man.
Set that shit up like 5 minutes ago, by the way. I've been waiting for that. Ooh, is it good for you?
Oh, dude. That scene is nasty.
I don't know if it's, I'm confused. Are we watching Invincible or Hero Gasm? I'm not sure what happened at the end of that.
All right, guys. Wow. Let's go to the top of the order. Merwin.
Suck it, bitches! I get to go first.
Fuck you.
No, this is your classic one-on-one, mid-campaign duel where you're supposed to lose to the bad guy. So very cinematic. It sets it up. The villain's trying to recruit you to their side. They got some clever shit to say. They kind of make sense. And the DM doesn't want you to fight him. But you're like, he's got hit points. I can kill him. So, of course, we start some shit. And you got to learn your lesson. So, pulling punches, non-lethal damage, and the bad guy just taking you right to the end. So, as far as roles go, obviously, we have, a bunch of stuff going on here. We have flight, aerial combat, the inexperience of Invincible coming through. So lower rolls, lower bonus, scores a couple lucky hits, but nothing that is a serious threat whatsoever. Meanwhile, the bad guy's hitting on twos, but the DM's like, well, it's non-lethal damage, or, well, he pulls back a little, doesn't heat vision you in the face, whatever he's got, kind of thing. But that's what I see here, that kind of cinematic mid-game type stuff where the players do the dumb shit they're not supposed to, and you don't want to kill everyone, because that's no fun.
Awesome. All right. So let's head on over to Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. Wow. So, I really have no idea what classes. I mean, unless they're just both fighters, because they don't have like heat vision, like any ice breath or anything like that. Like I think they could blow like a super strong gust of wind if they exhale. I don't know. I could be wrong, but they're just strong and fast, and they could fly. Oh, and they could fucking breathe in space too. So I have like, other than fighter, I don't know what else. Because, maybe more barbarian, because they're Viltrumites. Like, they can enter a rage. This happens throughout the show. Little dude, I forget his name. Yeah, Todd. he'll get pissed, and he'll just be like, "Rah!" And then he'll start fucking shit up. That's like how he progresses in his like powers, kind of more and more through the show. So maybe they're just fucking like space barbarians. You know what I mean? And when it comes to them fighting, I mean, yeah, dude, you're supposed to lose, you know? And like, there's periods where he tries saving some of the people, but the dad's just like, why are you trying to save them? And like, he'll squish their skulls. They're just gonna die of old age 50 years from now. Like, they're just gonna die. So, I mean, if anything, we're just speeding up the process. It doesn't matter. Like, why do you care about this planet? You're gonna live for thousands of years. You know, it's a duel. You're supposed to lose and make a very critical choice. In my point of view, I mean, that's all I got, man. Space barbarians, just a bunch of space barbarians.
Okay.
I reckon that. Yeah.
Let's shoot over to Doc. You got anything better than space barbarians?
Well, of course, we're in a completely different role-playing scenario, like a game like Champions in the old days or something.
Absolutely.
You know, and then the one thing I really keep thinking, took me back to the old days, is whatever they are, you used to have to fight over your level for your class. Like if you were the 18th level monk and you had a new monk came to become 18th level, you had to fight it out. And the DM would run this. Yeah, they would have this fight it out kind of thing. And that's what this battle really reminds me of, because at the table, the players would get like these two characters here, and you're just rolling and hitting. I hit him again, I hit him again. Everybody's cheering everybody on to see who can like claim that level, and then that other person had to go down a level, and then somebody got to move up. So that whole battle here reminded me of the same classes, just clashing and clashing and clashing to see who's superior.
I agree. That's a good one, Doc.
We go OG on this one.
Taking it old school. I like it. Aaron, how about you, man?
So I agree with space barbarians. That kind of feels right. But there's a lot of stuff I'm realizing that like got skipped over on this, which is fair enough because YouTube will probably ban this video if we actually show like some of the executions that Omni-Man did during the scene. There's one scene in particular where the pilot ejects himself from the jet as Omni-Man destroys it, and then Mark saves the dude because his parachute got fucked or whatever, and Mark saves him, puts him on the ground, and he's like, oh my god, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Omni-Man comes down right behind him and just like entire skull just completely obliterated.
One hand, dude,
yeah, just like one hand, just like a fucking cantaloupe meeting a fucking steel press, like just. This show is fucking brutal, man. There's that scene we were talking about with the subway. There's so much to go over on this.
Well, it's funny, when you say stuff was cut out, it makes me also think, was it like an alignment battle where one of them is really good and the other one is really evil, and this evil character just keeps doing these evil things over and over again, and the good character keeps. We didn't get to see a lot of that.
Right, but see, there's a twist though with that, because Omni-Man doesn't think this is wrong. He thinks he's serving his people.
No,
he thinks this is the right thing to do. You know what I mean? Seeing life and death is just, you know, they're helping the process.
Yeah.
So Omni-Man would be lawful neutral?
I think so.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Omni-Man would be evil. He'd be like lawful evil straight out there, I reckon. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Are you sure though? Because
he's trying to take over an entire fucking planet, and he's killing like 5,000 people just in this one fight.
Dude,
in this one fight with his son, he's killed like 5,000 people.
Do you know
that doesn't feel evil to you?
No, on their home planet, they slaughtered half of the population, and only the strongest survived. He was brought up in that and survived that. This is just how he thinks life should be.
That's
okay. I understand now. It's not his fault. It's his parents' fault. I got it. It's Granddaddy and Grandma's fault for raising him this way. It's not. He's not a bad guy. He's just misunderstood.
Hold on. I have a theory about this. I'm going to bust it out for the first time on the internet. So the character is lawful neutral, but characters don't have alignments. Players have alignments. This player's alignment is virtuous evil. They do evil ass shit, but claim it is virtuous because it's what their character would do, or in Omni-Man's case, he is serving the higher power of the Viltrumite cause. So his evil isn't evil, it's good. He's a virtuous evil player.
There you go.
Okay, before we drop this out, I got one last thing that I want to put in there because new mic, so I need to do it. There is another part that got skipped there right at the end where he's like beating the shit out of him on the mountain, and he's like, "Why are you doing this? You live 5,000 years. What will we have after 5,000 years? Who will be there?" And he's like beating up, and he's like,
I'll have you, Dad. I'll still have you.
Yeah.
All right.
And then right after that, Omni-Man flies into space, crying his eyes out, dude.
All
he just flies
Yeah, he
away,
does.
right out of the
the
atmosphere.
tears like actually evaporate as he goes through the atmosphere. It's great.
Cool.
And all the blood does too, actually.
All right, guys. Good job. Good clip. All right, those at home, if you guys like watching these clips as well, feel free to let us know in the comments. Also, if you got an idea that you think should be on the show, feel free to drop that in the comments as well. Head on over to our Facebook. Check us out over there. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with another clip shortly. Back to Tabletop Cinema. We have another clip for you guys tonight. Also, of course, I got the guests with us. Let's bring them up here. Hey guys, how you doing? All right. Our next clip is gonna come from Lord of the Rings. We have visited Lord of the Rings on the show once before, and we're gonna bring on another clip here. I assume everybody has seen it.
Oh yeah.
Aaron.
Sure.
What? I'm sorry. One more time.
That's pretty.
What?
That's nice.
Yeah, you gotta say.
Aaron.
You gotta say.
Say
You gotta
it.
say
Say
it.
it with that dirty mouth of yours. Say it.
I, in fact, with my new mic, do not have to say anything.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so this is a good clip. This is Aragorn versus Uruk-hai. It's a good fight.
Uruk-hai.
scene. Uruk-hai.
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 Okay. All right. Well, either way, it's a good fight scene. I've got, of course, guys, grab those D20s so we can do an initiative here.
Ooh. Yeah, let's go.
And
I'm
gonna go around the room and we're gonna see what everybody rolled. Aaron, you first. What do you get?
Himini squash banana. 18, let's fucking go!
All right.
It's the chant.
Merwin.
I rolled one more than whatever Sean rolls. Or a free.
Shut up! Are you fucking with me, bro?
I rolled a 3.
I got a 3.
Okay, all right. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I won the, and For Aaron's
More
sake,
editing
I won
tonight.
the last rollsies. You can go ahead of me.
No, roll off.
I-
Roll off.
No,
it's a
do the
roll off.
roll off.
That's the rules.
No,
Yeah.
no, you do the fucking roll off. Do the
Well, hold
roll
on.
off.
What? Let's see what Doc got.
What'd you get, Doc?
You got a 1.
Yeah,
You
Oh.
got a 1. Oh, Doc.
Oh, it feels good! It feels good to be the only high roller tonight!
I'm
Life
rolling
is
it.
starting to change, people!
I got the beautiful 7.
You got 7. Merwin.
It's either 6 or a 9. I'm not really sure. Because wait, there's a dot. No, it's a 9. Sorry, I saw the dot. I'm going blind.
Son of a bitch.
I got the fancy dice. You can't really see it very well. It's like a 9
It's just
with
like
shit
black.
around it. Yeah, sorry.
Isn't that the 6?
That looked
No,
like
it's got the little dot in the bottom of it. That's what I was looking for. So,
Damn it.
Okay.
so sorry, Charlie.
Alright. Alright, guys. We got the initiative down. Let's head on over to the clip and check it out. Oh, yeah.
I will tell you the one thing about this scene that sticks with me is that the mechanics of Dungeons and Dragons do not emulate how this scene feels.
Oh.
Like it does not. It doesn't translate. The fighting through the horde of guys, the whole thing, it mechanically doesn't translate. It always has bugged me that D&D combat doesn't feel the way the combat in this scene feels.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, because I just saw him take 1d6 of fall damage. So there's some good D&D mechanics right there.
Can you protect me from yourself?
I think it has to do with the players and their actions.
No, it's I am firmly in the camp. It's a mechanical failing of the game. Because
Yeah, I mean, because these are Urukai. They're not your common orcs. So they are from the White Hand of Saruman. You know, these guys are like the beefed up brawlers. You know what I
they
mean?
wouldn't
And
be
Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli
guys.
just chop them down like weeds, man.
That's
Lord of the
the
Rings and Brooks so much it makes me want to play Shadow of War again.
also a very good game. Yeah, it's the problem with the hit point system. Is that it doesn't matter. Well, if I can bitch about mechanics for a few minutes, the level of skill you have is never correlates to offing things faster, because hit points and damage don't ever reach that point unless you're fighting again, like, you know, one hit die monsters and whatnot in the game. But I could bitch about the mechanics of that forever. I won't.
Fun fact, real quick, because Aragorn just in that moment refused the ring from Frodo. When Aragorn comes of age, he then sets sail to the White City, or the White City, the shores, the elves or whatever. I think I could be wrong.
Is he one manning fucking 60 men right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He's still fucking gone.
Dude, King of the White City, man. He's like,
Oh.
Ah, halfling. Okay.
Yep.
that'll cry.
Oh shit.
Dude, I laughed in the theater when I saw that. It was hilarious.
Oh my god, he just got a collateral.
Yeah, that's one of the cooler parts in there where he fucking gets him with the arrow like that.
Yeah, fucking two of them with the one arrow.
Yeah. But quality filmmaking, he gets bloody, they get dirty, they get knocked around. He doesn't just, he's not just one-shotting people all the time. He doesn't look pretty at the end of it. So credit to them for that. It is one of the best. Like this, put in comparison, like this is as iconic a scene as the Battle of the Hills in Conan, where Thulsa Doom comes to reclaim the princess. But watching it, there is such a difference in the quality of filmmaking between that and this, and how good everything looks here, how immersive it is. The Conan films, I love them to death, but they don't age very well. It's they're a little rough in that, but
I mean, a whole different process, though. You're talking a
Yeah.
whole different process.
Oh,
to
100%,
filmmaking,
yeah.
you know. But
100%.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too is I went to Gen Con one year when I was younger, and ran into people called the Cross Swords that do demos and they do movie combat, and they pointed out a bunch of the things that you didn't notice when you were younger. So it's hard to go back and watch old movies because you pick that shit up now. But this, good sword play, nothing too good. There's only a couple of goofy parts about it, but it's just such a good scene.
Sean Bean! No! Run the other way! Run the other way!
Or Amir.
So here's my thing. So did that Uruk-hai not get the message? He's like, we're not supposed to kill the halflings? Because he was about to drop that battle axe on one of them too.
Yeah, he totally was.
He's like, sorry, boss. Springs back to the halfling. Again, any scene where the hero's getting the shit kicked out of him earns my vote. And right there, Aragorn's on the losing end of that.
Awesome, guys.
As the Horn of Gondor blows.
You know, it's a good action clip. Like you said, there's lots of good sword play. The action is right there the whole time. The shots they use to film it, amazing. You know, one of the best mass like group fighting scenes shot. Period. They did with this movie. It's excellent.
Yeah.
Let's go to the top of our order here. All right, Mr. High Roller. Aaron, what do you got?
Oh, it feels good. It feels good. Oh, the power.
So firstly, I want to point out just how beautiful all the scenes are, and to my knowledge, all of the Lord of the Rings were filmed in New Zealand, and that's like just a little hop across the pond for me. So one day when I get like the budget for like a half decent film script, I really want to go over and just film in like some of these areas. Like Viva La Dirt League, they make a lot of their stuff and just their scenery always looks beautiful because they film in New Zealand. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool shit going on in here. That whole conversation between Aragorn and Bilbo right at the beginning. That's
Frodo.
sort of like, you know...
Frodo.
Oh, Frodo, sorry. More of a Hobbit than a
How
Lord of the Rings
dare
fan,
you.
sorry.
Aaron.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
you're
off.
killing me, man. My heart.
Oh, fuck off. The Hobbit's better anyway. Whoa! Anyway. You threw me off, thanks.
The
lot of
conversation
good-
between
lot of good-
Aragorn and Frodo.
Not really sure I'd say good combat per se, but there's a lot of combat going on in it at the very least. A little bit of Chinese whispers going on there when that Uruk-hai nearly like slaughtered that the two hobbits right at the end there. But the fucking Aragorn taking on like 60 men at once. Like he's level 20 and they're all just like not even leveled. They're all just like commoner stats or some shit. Like Jesus. I don't really know. Frodo's class, maybe a rogue. What do people think about that?
I'm sure a lot of these guys will tell you what they think here in a minute. Let's see here. You got anything else, Aaron?
No.
No. All right. Let's move on down the order. It's gonna go to Merwin.
I stole that shit with a 3 and then a 9. I can't believe it. So from top to bottom, just to run through the whole thing, I don't know that Frodo necessarily has a class at this point in the movie. Really hasn't done too much. Commoners, probably the best. Aragorn, obviously, is the template for Rangers. Everything in this movie is iconic. So anything you see in, first edition D&D is straight out of here. But as far as the roles go, so early on, you have that RP interaction. Frodo offers the ring, so you have that that wisdom saving throw, which sets up so much, because obviously if Aragorn fails, the whole thing goes differently at that point in time. You get the magic item showing up at the opportune moment to reveal the Uruk-hai are near, and then you have Aragorn going out there to face the Horde. Clearly, higher level versus low level opponents, but you can see You know, there's strength in numbers. Now, not every Uruk-hai goes after him. There are a bunch of them go running down the hill. But you know, you have some straight up D&D combat rolls to hit. Some good positioning. I like the fact that he uses the terrain. So rather than stand there and have, you know, 9, you know, if you're playing on a grid, 9 mooks surround him, you know, he takes a shot, backs up, goes up the hill, reduces it so they can only go 2 wide on him, and then is forced to jump back down afterwards. So clearly he doesn't do so hot on that because he ends up on the ground prone. And then you get the one goofy thing in the whole scene where the Uruk-hai kind of runs into the sword. Really kind of a stretch there. But has to get bailed out, you know, by the classic duo. So, I mean, you can go through and break down every moment of this. But that's my initial thoughts, and I will turn it over to the guy who didn't get a 3 and a 9, see what he thinks.
All right, what do you think, Sean?
The guy who got a 3 and 7.
The guy who's got all the shark dick facts from your local library.
What do you think, Sean?
All right, so right out the gate, just to wind back. Turns out that Aragorn, because Éowyn, his wife, future to be, Aragorn just dies in the White City and is buried with his fathers. Yeah, that's where he goes. Anyways, in the beginning, there's a fear check right away. I mean, that was straight up fear. He was running away, like he was so afraid because of Boromir. You know, he escapes. And then the eye sees him. I see you. So then Frodo's like, oh! And he wasn't frozen in fear enough, so he kind of succeeded that, pulled off the ring, then he fell, right? And then Aragorn is like, Frodo, where is the ring? Like, all like, dude, I'm about to beat the shit out of Boromir right here, bro. Right here, bro. Where is that motherfucker? Like, he was ready to throw them hands, all right? But Frodo freaked out and was like, no, man, get away from me. You know, and the ring, I don't know what the ring tempted. See, the ring tempts every single person with something. With something, you know. Like, the ring tempted Sam with the most lush, beautiful garden ever, you know. Like, in all of Middle-earth. And
Easy
Sam was like, I could do that my fucking self, dude. You know? So, anyways, as it kept going, Aragorn's like, run! You know, and then he fucking holds his sword, man, and that's like he must have like said something in his head where he got like some spirit boost, dude, because he's like crack-a-japa. He's gone. Fast forward a bit. All right, we got Sam and Pippin. They were already in the hiding spot. They knew what was up, and I think Pippin tried to, you know, roll a persuasion, like, dude, come over here, but Frodo's will was too strong. And it's like, no. And Merry, with his insight, caught on, was like, dude, he's about to dip. It's like, come on, we gotta help his ass. It's like, over here, come get you some. And then they dip, and then they're about to die by that orc, or that Uruk-hai, who was about to break his order, and slay the little hobbits, because I'm sure he just wanted some meats. He's like, little hobbit meats, never had that before. And then Boromir showed up like, yeah! Leroy! And fucking saved the day, dude. Threw that dagger, man. Threw a crit. Just insta-killed. And then called for reinforcements, man. Yeah, Horn of Gondor.
Nice. Okay. All right. Good. Let's go
How
on
many energy
over.
drinks did you have before you came back?
He just pounded them.
You get one right now. Yep. Gotta recharge.
Doc, what do you got?
Well, I think what I have is you have a table of players, you have some experienced adults at the table, and you have some inexperienced kids playing all the halflings, right? And they're like dashing and running, and everybody's like doing all kinds of stuff. And now, meanwhile, the DM's like, I'm gonna get the grown-ups. And he's throwing all these Uruk-hai at them, but meanwhile, they're like level 20 ranger. Yeah, I got arrows. I got 4 arrows this round. I got bonus actions. I got this. I got that. I got this. Meanwhile, all the hobbits can do is run away, right? They're just running around. But in the end, I think it actually is a really good D&D battle. It doesn't go the DM's way because the players take complete control with their high rolls and their bonus actions and all their super skills of the high level characters. The one thing I really do notice, and we're talking a lot about the ring and who's protected, I noticed the one scene where Aragorn goes to see the ring and he goes to handle it with Frodo, and he has a little elven ring on. So I feel like this campaign is really artifact based. And that's something you should really think about whenever you're designing a campaign. Like the DM has like all these machinations going on between like the ring and all these different rings and Sauron, but nobody knows about it. The kids and the adults are just playing the best D&D they can with all those Urgai. It's awesome combat scene.
Awesome, Doc. Thanks for that, man.
I got one closing thought, though. We can talk all we want about the rules that we see and what rules get used in this scene, but you know what rule is absent? Keeping track of your goddamn arrows, because he never runs out and never picks up any new ones.
We don't talk about ammunition.
We don't talk about ammunition.
All right, guys. Good job. All right. Those at home, if you guys like watching these videos, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Head over to our Facebook. Hit us a like over there as well. Also, we got that giveaway going on right now, so if you want to get a piece of the action, check out how to do it in the description. But that's going to be it for what we got tonight. Until next time, this is Tabletop Cinema.